Hello friends, welcome to my lab. In this video, I will show you the experiment of plotting torque versus armature current, speed versus armature current, and torque versus speed characteristics of DC series motor using mechanical brake load arrangement.
If you love my video, please like it and don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Let's switch on.
So, before performing the experiment, let's understand the circuit diagram and connection of the test. The all equipments we need. The first of all, we need a three-phase ACR controlled rectifier which can take three-phase 415-volt supply and can give output of 220-volt DC. Next, we need a 2 horsepower 220-volt DC series motor with mechanical brake load arrangement. And for starting and speed controlling of the motor, we need a DC series motor control panel fitted with voltmeter and ammeter which will read the voltage and current taken by the motor when the load is applied. Now let's connect the panel virtually. First of all, the three-phase ACR control rectifier is connected with three-phase with neutral connection. Then the output of the rectifier, that is positive and negative terminals, are connected with the DC series motor control panel. Then the A and AA terminals of the motor, that is armature terminal of the motor, is to be connected with the control panel, and Y and Y terminal of the motor, that means the field terminals of the motor, is to be connected with the control panel as same as earlier. So this was the connection diagram for the experiment. Now you can see this is the circuit diagram for the experiment. The ammeter will read the load current taken by the motor and the voltmeter will read the voltage across the armature while loading. Now you can see the panel for DC traction motor or DC series motor, and it consists of the voltmeter. You can see the voltmeter, it can read from 0 to 300 volt, and this is a PMMC type voltmeter. The smallest value it can measure, that is 5 volt. Now you can see this is the indicator for the panel, and this is the ammeter for measuring the load current of the motor, and this is also a PMMC type instrument, and the smallest value it can measure, that is 0.25 ampere DC. And this is the rotary switch. It is used for starting and stopping the motor. We can start or stop by rotating it in either direction. And this is the rotary switch used as 2-point starter for starting the motor. It can also used for speed controlling purpose. We can change the direction of rotation of the motor by rotating the knob in clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. And now you can see the terminals of the panel, that is AA and YYY, that is armature terminals and field terminals, are connected with the motor armature terminals and field terminals as shown in the connection diagram. And this is the KitKat fuse. We have to check it before connecting the panel with the power, and the fuses are okay. The positive and negative input supply of the panel is to be connected with three-phase ACR controlled rectifier as shown in the connection diagram, and this is the three-phase ACR controlled rectifier. We have to connect the three-phase with neutral terminals with the three-phase power, and this is the three-phase with neutral MCB. This is start and stop push button switch for starting and stopping. The ammeter and voltmeter is fitted with the panel for reading voltage and current. The maximum output the panel can give, that is 220 volt 50 ampere DC. This is the voltage regulator for regulating the voltage as desirable value, and this is the output terminals of the panel, that is positive and negative. We have to connect it with these terminals. Except of this, we need a digital tachometer for reading the speed in RPM, a steel rule for measurement of the radius of the brake drum, and we need a bottle of water for cooling the brake drum. And you can see this is the full setup of the DC series motor fitted with mechanical loading arrangement, and actually this is a motor generator set coupled with each other. We will not connect the generator. The DC series motor should not be started without load, so we have to check that the shaft is not free to rotate before starting. And actually the generator is coupled because when the mechanical loading is reduced, then the motor will achieve a huge amount of speed. To limit this speed, the generator is coupled, and you can see This is a 2 horsepower 1500 rpm series wound DC series motor, and the armature voltage is 220 volt, and the field current come armature current is 8 ampere. Now you can see the mechanical loading arrangement of the motor. There is a belt mounted on the brake drum with two spring balance, which will read the load applied in kg. By rotating this brake wheel, we can apply load on the brake drum, and you can see the spring balance is reading the load applied in kilogram. Actually, it reads the tension or pressure applied on the brake drum fitted with the motor. You can see the brake drum, and there is a hollow space. You can see the hollow space. We have to pour water for cooling the brake drum while the load is applied. When we release the brake wheel, that is rotate the brake wheel in anti-clockwise direction, then you can see the load is reducing and the pointer points to the zero position. And while we increase the load or rotate the wheel in clockwise direction, then the load is applied, that is the pointer shown a particular mass, that is 5 kg, and this spring balance reads 6 kg. We have to take the differential reading of these two balance, and that means 1 kg is applied on the brake drum. Now there should be a question you may ask, that how to calculate the torque from applied load. We know that torque is equals to the multiplication of force and perpendicular distance, and we know that the force is the multiplication of mass and gravitational acceleration. So to calculate the torque, we need two value, that is mass and perpendicular distance. We can get the mass from the differential reading of the two spring balance, that is W1 and W2, that is the mass, and we can find out the radius of the brake drum, that is the radius of the pulley. It will be the perpendicular distance, and the gravitational acceleration we will take it as 9.8 Newton per meter square. The gravitational acceleration and the perpendicular distance, that is the radius of the brake drum, will constant, and we will change the load that will be applied by rotating the brake wheel. The reading of W1 and W2 will be taken in kilogram. So we have to take the readings of the following, that is speed in rpm from laser tachometer, the differential loading applied in kilogram from the spring balance, and the applied voltage and current taken by the motor from voltmeter and ammeter of the panel. From the data, we have to calculate the applied torque, and we have to plot a characteristics curve between torque versus armature current, speed versus armature current, and torque versus speed. So first of all, we have to measure the diameter of the brake drum, that is about 17 centimeter, and we will half it for calculating the radius. Before starting the motor, we have to sure that some load is applied on the motor, and we have connected the output terminals with the panel. Now we will connect the ACR controlled rectifier with the 3-phase supply. Now let's switch on the 3-phase power and switch on the MCB of the rectifier. Now we have to start the rectifier and set the voltage to 220 volt. As you can see, the voltage is fluctuating too much, so we will set it to 220 volt, and the panel is not active, so we have to on the panel. Now you can see the indicator is glowing, that means our panel is on, and the voltmeter is fluctuating the voltage, that is between 100 to 200 volt. Now we have to start the motor by rotating the starter. You can see the motor is started, and the speed is increased. In this position, the motor is running at its full speed. We have to take the ammeter reading and voltmeter reading, and you can see the voltage of the rectifier is 189 volt. We have to set it to 220 volt, and you can see from the noise, you can see the speed is increased to the motor. Now we have to pour some water into the brake drum for cooling. You can see the water is also rotating with the wheel, and it will cool the brake drum. Now we have to take the reading from the spring balance. It is one is for 7 kg and another is 3 kg. The differential weight is 4 kg. The ammeter reading is 4.75 ampere, and the speed is 1780 rpm. Now we will take the reading to the observation table and we will apply some load. We have to follow the maximum load current the motor can withstand, that is 8 ampere. Now the speed is 1520 rpm. The current is 5.75 ampere. Now we will apply some load. Now the spring balance readings are 13 kg and 5 kg. That means the resultant differential mass is 8 kg, and the speed is 1350 rpm, and the ammeter reading is 5.75 rpm. Now just like before, we have to apply some amount of load and take readings of the spring balance and note it down to the observation table, and we have to take the reading of the speed from the tachometer, that is 1226 rpm, and the load current is 7.5 ampere exactly. And I have shown the observation table filled with data taken from the test and also plotted the 3 different graphs. So please watch the video up to the end. The more we collect data, the graph will be smoother and accurate, and the characteristics of the motor will be accurate. Now we have to stop the motor, so let's stop the speed control knob to the 0 position and switch off the panel, and stop the rectifier and cut off the MCB. You can see the cooling water we have poured into the brake drum is now evaporating. That means the cooling water is now too much hot. That means it dissipated the heat from the brake drum. Let's measure the temperature of the brake drum, and you can see the temperature is increasing up to 60 degrees Celsius. It crossed the 60 degrees Celsius and just touched the 70 degrees Celsius. Now you can see the observation table. We have taken the data from the test and we have taken 4 sets of data. We have to plot the graph from this test. You can see I have shown the torque calculation, that is 3.332 Newton meter from one set of data. Now you can see this is the graph plotted between torque and armature current, and this is the graph plotted between speed and armature current, and this is the graph plotted between torque and speed. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with us. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.